Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oddballs, the show where weird things happen and four incredibly brave people have to deal with it. That's pretty much what this is.
Incredibly brave.
I don't know about incredibly brave. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Brave.
Not the right
No,
adjective.
Four
incredibly
incredibly people have to deal with it.
brave souls. Wow, welcome back, everyone. It's nice to see you after our little holiday break. And for a brief moment, Ken seemed very clean shaven. He was turning his life around. He was gonna be an upstanding member of society, and that fell through. How's it going, man?
It's going okay. Doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We just had America Day yesterday, and Mary's parents were in town. They're from Australia, and they wanted to do it big, so we had this big house party. And you're looking at the beer pong champion, but I've paid for it with my soul. But I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play.
Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Nice win. Elspeth, what happened with you yesterday? What was you
Jesse,
vanished? You went away and then what happened with you?
I was also overserved. I would like to thank my family for making me some very strong rum and cokes. And last week I was in California. So it was real nice and sunny over there, and I get back here in Indiana and it's humid and gray and 95 degrees. I was like, this is the worst ever. But
yeah, I saw your photo. I saw your photo. You hanging at Blizz. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm ready for another great adventure.
Excellent. Octo, besides carrying me on your back with William Riker and the rest of the crew of the Enterprise, what have you been doing?
I mean, I don't know about these guys talking about overserved during 4th of July. I'm still going. But it's called prop comedy. Anyway, so
it was good. You nailed it.
Thank you.
It was solid. Yeah.
Thank you. So basically, I don't know. I'm getting ready for Evo next month. That's about it.
Oh my god. Are you competing in Evo?
Yes, I am.
What are you Tekken? Street Fighter?
No.
What are you doing?
Guilty Gear. I'm competing in Guilty Gear and DBFZ.
Oh, dang, dude.
Yeah. So I'm competing for 2.
Well,
yeah.
I'll be there. I won't cheer you on. I'll probably be drunk at the time, but I'll be around.
Yeah.
So in spirit, I will be there for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Morgan, are you on vacation right now? Are you hiding from the world?
No, I'm not. I am in New York and got to watch the fireworks from on a rooftop and kind of see them over the city skyline and everything. So it was pretty nice.
I'm so jealous. All I did was buy a 20 ounce of Coke and pour a little tiny thing of Jack Daniels in it and sit out on the beach and watch fireworks.
That sounds amazing.
It was pretty laid back. It was laid back.
Yeah.
It was cool. I didn't do anything crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's play this thing. Last time, we ended with one of the more bizarre things I've ever seen happen. So, if you see right on your screen right now, you'll see that the F is Fern's house. At that house, you guys came up with the plan that the only way to keep Fern corporeal was to strap these 2 balls underneath her shirt like metal nipples. I have no idea what your plan was, and tape those suckers down. And as you did that, poor Eddie is losing his mind, and Grandma comes out and now is just like, damn crazy kids. That was I guess that was your plan, and you guys were gonna go from there. Meanwhile, Clarence found himself completely surrounded by men in black. We almost watched him die. Somehow he gets saved by some James Bond kind of dude. Who knows what that's about? Yeah, and then the Kingsman came and saved him, and then
Yeah,
he got
they
in a
saved
van
him.
and drove off. But only because the guy was like, "Take me to your friends," and that's sort of where we left off. And I have no idea what's going to happen this time, but we definitely start much later. It's nighttime now, and the few of you who are at Fern's house have had a chance to rest. Clarence, you and this mysterious British gentleman arrive at Fern's. You pull up outside, but it's dark now. It's like 11, 12 o'clock at night, something like that. And there's no one outside. It is very, very quiet. And the man driving the car looks over at you and he's like, "Are you sure this is the place?"
Well, I've never been here, but this has to be it. It's like the only place around here. We've been driving for like forever. It was daylight last time.
Yeah, I mean it's true. You don't know where Fern actually lives. It took you guys all day to figure it out.
Yeah.
Uh,
I try to think if I have any idea of like any. I don't think I know anything about it. I think it's just. Yeah, this is my best guess.
all right, but you have told him that this is like Fern is the like. You explained to them who these people are, so one would assume eventually you would get here, which is why it's much later at night.
Right.
So you're outside the house. Do you want to go and see if they're there yourself? Do you want to go with the guy? What are you thinking about right now? Do you have any suggestions for this gentleman, or are you just along for the ride?
Well, he's kind of along for the ride, but then he's also thinking about how big of a douchebag he was last time he was around everyone. So he's a little shy about that. So I guess he'll probably go with the guy. He probably won't go and like knock and give him a warning or anything. He'll probably just like have his buddy support kind of thing going on.
Sure. So he steps out of the car and then he looks at you and waits for you to leave the car. Do you stay inside? Do you want to look around the car? This Vanagon, like, is there anything you want to do while you're in here before you step out? You have a quick minute's worth of like being able to snoop.
Yeah. Like look in the glove compartment real quick in front of me if I can.
Sure. Okay. So as he steps out of the car and turns his back, you can look in the glove compartment. I'll give you this one. And let's say this is a solid investigate roll. So if you want to plop and investigate, and this is like a 1. This isn't that hard. Great. Easy. Yeah. So you open it up, and inside is 2 things. 1, a small black book, and a handgun.
I knew he was gonna give me a handgun. I knew it. I was over here like thinking about like, am I gonna take a gun if he gives me a gun? So you say it's like, is it like a? I'm not gonna ask like make or anything. Is it? You say it's a small handgun, or you say this book is small?
Let's say it is. It is a revolver. If we want to get specific.
Okay. So it's not something concealable in your pocket. I guess this is old school, so you have all these big guns. Yeah. If I have enough time, can I like open up to the first page of the black book?
Sure. Yeah. Well, let's see. We'll roll for this because you might turn around in time.
Yeah.
Let's do a solid mind roll. Just straight up mind. If you can get a 1 or above, then he takes a minute to look at the perfect. Yeah. So he steps out and he's looking around the house. He's snooping around. Yeah. You flip to the first page of the book and it is coded. It appears to be numbers and symbols, but you can't make out what exactly it is. But definitely it's handwriting. It's written in pencil, and it is some sort of intricate, like the first row, for example, is triangle 1, circle 4, square 3. It doesn't make any sense. And then it's like AFLK. It's just gibberish.
Okay. Well, if I can pocket the book, and I think I'll leave the gun where it is, but make note that it's there.
Okay. Yeah. You steal. I'm not gonna give this to you. I'm gonna torture you with this. Let's do a Let's do a tech roll on this. See if you can find a place. Just a 1 is fine.
Is the calculate?
So you can find a place in your body to hide this thing. You're
Oh, up
smart
there.
enough to
Okay, I
like.
see.
Yeah, just tech. Ooh. You can go again if you want. You can roll
I
one
guess
more
I'll
time.
have to, really.
Sure.
Okay.
Nailed it. Okay. So yeah, you pocket it and you close the glove box and you step out of the car. The man is already 2 or 3 feet in front of you, staring at the house, looking for a way in or out besides that front door. But it is a mobile home, so there isn't really any way out except for that front door that you're aware of.
Yeah, maybe a back door.
There isn't one that he sees, but there could be something because it is up off the ground, so there could be something underneath. Who knows? But he definitely looks over at you and then back to the house. And he's like, "Well, should we do this?"
Yeah. Do you want me to knock?
Oh, Clarence, of course. You're their friend.
Yeah. And I'll go up and step up and knock on the door.
Sure. He follows you, and it stands maybe 5 or 6 feet behind you, down where the fire pit is of this residence. But you knock on the door. Inside, Eddie is sort of passed out at the table area, and you see around him Pringles and Capri Sun. Fern is sleeping on her bed, and next to her is Samantha, and they're both sort of passed out. And Grandma is also zonked out too. Mom and the rest of the rest of the family still not around. So, do you guys hear the knock? Are you still sleeping? Does it wake you up?
Fern is a really heavy sleeper. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
Eddie hears it and wakes up, but doesn't respond. So he's asleep, but he wakes up and then just pretends that he doesn't hear it and goes back to sleep.
I think I'm going to wake up, try to figure out what is just, when you wake up confused, like, is there knocking? It's dark in there. So I'm just kind of like looking around. So I'm like, kind of half awake.
All right. No one answers the door, Clarence. So what do? Do you knock louder?
I turn back towards the guy and be like, well, I guess they're not here.
Clarence, it's midnight. They have to be. What? They're children, Clarence. Come now. Knock again.
And knock again.
Say hello?
Does anyone? Clarence, you hear someone who does not sound like Fern say hello back at you. You can barely make out the voice through the, I'm going to assume, very heavy tin/lead walls. I don't know what this is made out of, but it's very, 80s chic. So there's, you can make out a noise, but
I'd be like, is this Fern's residence? Sorry to bother you. It's so late.
Does anyone respond to him?
Go fuck yourself.
Do I know you?
Fern would wake up at this point at hearing her own name. She'd probably at least register it and kind of stir a bit.
Fern, you wake up hearing Samantha just tell Clarence to fuck off. And meanwhile, you definitely hear some noise coming from Grandma's room as well. Clarence, you're starting to cause a bit of a stir. Do you respond to Samantha telling you to get out of there?
Let's see, what would Clarence actually do? I guess he doesn't know who's speaking to him, and he hears "fuck off," and I turn back and kind of shrug at the guy. They said "fuck off." The fudge off.
Thanks for keeping it PG, Clarence.
Yeah, the man steps up past you, Clarence, and knocks on the door louder, much louder. And he's like, "Excuse me, I need to talk with you." Does anyone
Okay, I'm going
respond
into
to him?
panic mode. No, I'm not responding to that.
Sure.
Damn.
Who's that?
Damn. Who's outside?
I don't know, but I don't think it's good.
Oh. Okay. Well, I
think
mean,
somebody-
it's like midnight, but they won't.
He knocks much louder this time. We
Okay.
know you're inside. I just need to talk.
No.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Police.
Okay. Okay. We gotta hide.
Yeah.
Is there any way out of here? There's no back door. Is there a back door?
Yeah. We actually have we have like a little doggy door that Grandma uses whenever they come to the house because she's making meth. So we got to go back outside through that
Okay.
pathway.
So the next thing I need you to do is I need you to be able to disappear. Okay.
Me? Oh, but we just did this.
I know.
And she
they
like
look
raises her
amazing.
arms up, like, all right, just rip them off.
They look amazing, but we're gonna have to take them off because
Okay,
I need you to be able to escape. Because we can stall them, but I want you to escape, and I want you to escape with the balls. Okay.
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 All right.
This is gonna suck for you. I'm so sorry. This was totally my idea.
The banging is
And
even louder now.
Just hurry up and do it. It's like a Band-Aid.
Eddie like pulls his head into his shirt like a turtle.
Samantha was pretty sure this was the best idea ever about an hour ago. Now, not so much. Now it doesn't seem so bright.
Okay. All right. Am I invisible?
Hold on. Did you pull it off, Samantha?
Yeah.
Fern, I'm gonna need you
I'm so sorry.
Oh
to roll for me.
I'm gonna fail. I know.
I'm gonna need a body roll,
Oh.
and this is going to be. This is a 1. All right. You can re-roll if you want, but if you don't, you scream very loudly. Okay.
I've got to re-roll. I've got to. Come on.
You can do this.
Come on. Okay, I'm gonna keep rolling.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. You finally got it. So yeah, you don't scream. You don't scream loud at all, but you make like a noise. And he doesn't hear you. The man outside does not hear you. But they are very aware you guys are inside. And he turns back to Clarence and looks at you, Clarence, very quizzically, because he doesn't understand why your friends won't come talk with you.
Yeah, Clarence. Why would they do that?
All right.
Maybe they're just not in there. It's like
He looks back and is just like, it's almost like these people don't like you, Clarence. What did you do?
just don't answer him. Just sit there and kind of kick at the ground a little bit.
He looks back at the door and then back at you and is like, that bad, eh? And turns back around and knocks on it again. He's like, please, it is of the utmost importance. You have no clue.
All right, Sam. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out the back. Am I invisible?
Is she invisible?
Did you take in her pockets? Hold on. I have the rules all written down here. Yeah, you're invisible. If it's not touching your skin, you're invisible.
Yeah, it's like in her pocket for her overalls.
Okay.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Where are we gonna meet? We gotta pick a meeting spot. The school.
Shoot. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. We'll meet at school.
Okay. In Miss Houston's classroom by her classroom, but on the outside.
Oh,
In the
that's the one that smells like a basement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're all gonna split up, and we're gonna be back there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Good luck.
10-4.
Okay, go.
She darts to the back.
Yes.
Sure.
Run like the wind.
I'm going to need you to make a roll on that dart through the back. Will you roll a move roll? This is going to be a 2.
Move roll. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, good luck.
Oh,
There you go.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sneak out without anyone hearing a thing. You're like the wind. You're gone.
Unexpected.
This man and Clarence don't even notice. Meanwhile, Eddie and Samantha are still inside the trailer, and now this man has stopped knocking, and he turns to Clarence. He's like, Clarence, would you be so kind as to get the package out to the back of my car?
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He like pats you on the shoulder, as you walk away. As you walk back over to the car, you notice there is like a very nice old leather bag sitting in the back area of the Vanagon. And it definitely seems like the only thing that could be the package.
Okay. And he's watching me as I go get this, or is he back concentrating on the door?
Oh,
again?
He's watching you.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll retrieve it. I'll pick it up. Is it like really heavy for me, or is it?
Will you roll a body? It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah.
it is very heavy. You pick it up and you just like dragging it over to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll drag it over there.
Yeah. He takes it from you and lifts it like it weighs nothing, and pops it open and reveals what appears to be just a lockpick. He puts the case down and he starts to go in at the lock. You inside hear the noise of a lock being picked. Clarence, yes, sorry.
It's legal to, if they don't want us to come in, we gotta go. We can't just go in.
And he looks back at you kind of and it's like, Clarence, my boy, you have no idea what's at stake here. And then starts to keep working.
All right. Eddie, should we make a run for it?
Am I awake? Wait, did you come and wake me up?
I don't know. I have no clue, Eddie. Are you awake?
Okay, my first action is to punch him. Get up.
What the?
Shh. Be quiet. There's like people outside. Fern's already gone.
Yeah.
We're meeting around the back of the school. The outside of Miss Houston's class is the one that smells like the basement. We gotta book it. Clarence is outside with some British dude.
It's
like
like
1
1 a.m.
Fern's
Why are we
gone.
going
I know.
to class.
Oh God. I'm gonna take a Capri Sun and just like.
Did you squirt Capri Sun in his face?
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 rolls on that. Samantha, I'm gonna need you to roll your body to see whether you can control the squeeze of this. No, all right. So you spray it everywhere. Clarence or Eddie, I'm gonna need you to roll. Let's also do a straight body roll and see if you can dodge out of the way. This is just a 1. No. All right. So not only does it go everywhere, but it also sprays you and everything in the kitchen. As this happens, Grandma walks out of her room and sees Samantha spraying down her kitchen with Capri Sun. Eddie, you are flailing wildly, being sprayed in the eye with this. And Grandma looks at the both of you and is like, what the hell are you two doing?
Ma'am, I'm sorry. It's at the very least a delicious mess. We have to go.
Get out of my house right now. I don't want to hear no excuses.
All right,
it's going to smell like the Pacific for weeks.
We got to get out of here.
Because it's Pacific Cooler, I suppose, is the flavor. I don't know.
Is there other flavors? I actually don't know.
It's going to smell like ectoplasm for weeks. Whatever. You make up your own. Whatever drink you're drinking. Is it Ecto Cooler? I don't know.
Capri Sun ectoplasm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so she shouts at you and points to the door. Mm-hmm. And she is pissed.
Hey, Nana, we're going to go at the back because someone's trying to break into your house right now.
What the? She walks right by you and opens the door. Just like, opens it.
We got to run.
And there is the man is like down on his knees trying to get in the door. Clarence is behind him, and he looks up and sees Nana and the 2 of you. So he definitely knows you're in there. You can run if you want to.
I have like no body. Okay.
I do.
Yeah, but he can chase. He can chase. Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Does Eddie run?
The Capri Sun thing.
Wait. Okay. Let me think about this in character. Actually, is Samantha running? Did she run already, or is she frozen?
I don't know. Are you 2 going to try and run?
I mean, I
he
have
sees
no
you.
body.
He can chase you.
I'm gonna be like,
and I'm afraid of him. But we're not gonna beat him no matter what. And Fern's already gone. I don't know. And I feel like Grandma is spunky and is gonna take care of the situation a little bit.
let's just be Grandma's hype man, and if she's like, "Get off my property," we can be like, "Yeah, we don't want you here."
Love it.
Okay. The man looks up at Grandma and at the two of you, and he stands and sort of dusts off his suit and straightens his jacket, and he looks back at Clarence and then looks at Nana, and he's like, I assume you're not Fern, but you must be Eddie, and you must be Samantha. Hello! My name is Alastair Wolf, and I am here to talk with you about some oddballs.
God damn it, he has +10 to charisma, that accent.
Nana looks at him and looks at you guys like, what the? Why is some man coming to my house at midnight talking about balls?
That is a good question, Nana. It is not appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, this Michael Caine coming to your house, that's crazy. Why are you here, man? What do you balls? I've never heard of that before in my life.
Of course you haven't, Eddie. Yes, no, you haven't experienced anything strange or weird. That's not what your friend Clarence tells me. And he looks back at Clarence.
I don't have a friend, Clarence. That's weird.
Clarence, do you respond?
Just stuff my hands in my pockets, just kind of shrug, look to the side.
He holds the hand of Nana and he's like, my dear lady, what I do is of utmost importance for the government. I'm sorry to call on you this late, but it is a matter of life and death. And he looks back at Eddie and Samantha standing behind her. And he's like, surely you understand. I must find Fern.
What does he want with Fern? Why do you need Fern?
Well, judging by the fact that the two of you are here and not hiding, one would assume that Fern has the balls.
I mean, I whatever. I don't know what balls you're talking about. That's crazy, right?
Right, Eddie. Very crazy. He looks back at Clarence. He's like, according to your friend Clarence, you were the last people with them. And I must tell you, you should not play with them. They are beyond your control.
And I should tell you that Clarence is a liar and a snake. So, unfortunately, you probably should not be believing him in anything that he says. Because he really is only out for himself.
He looks back at Clarence and is like, you really did scorn her. My goodness, Clarence, you are a heartbreaker. And he turns around and gives him a little on the shoulder.
Clarence, I can't believe you.
Spit and spin.
Clarence, I can't believe
I saw in Heather's.
I can't believe you told him about the balls that we may or may not have.
I didn't have a choice. The guys in black came and they were going to hurt Nana, and then they were going to put this helmet with a drill on my head and drill my brains out, and he saved me. And I was like,
"That's the plot to Running Man." Are you sure that really happened?
What? I can't watch that movie. It's rated R.
Tell me what they tried to do to Nana.
They took her pies.
They took her pies.
All of them.
I mean, that's fine. Nana, she can make more pies, right?
I hope so. I don't know. One of them stayed behind with her. I don't remember exactly.
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Man, we gotta save Nana.
Nana OP.
Yeah, it's your guys' call. What? I mean, this man is telling you that he's there to help you. I guess it's your choice of what you choose to believe or not.
I mean, I don't trust anyone over 30.
Sure, of course, because you're a teen and you shouldn't.
I mean, I obviously know everything. Did you see that ball bra I made.
Yeah, you have it all figured out. You had it figured out a long time ago. You got it. You know the world. Yes. So he looks at the two of you and sort of looks past Nana and is like, "You must come with me. I need all three of you to help me find Fern. I don't know where she could have gone, but there are others here. Now that people have been made aware of what has happened, others are coming. You must
Who's
help me
coming?
before it's too late.
Who's coming?
I do not know yet, but I know that if I'm here, others will be here. Your friend
like
Clarence
somebody-
had a run-in with some gentlemen that I had to handle, but they are gone now, and others will come."
You know this doesn't make any sense, right? If we're supposed to
It
sit here and
doesn't.
believe that you're here to help us, you have to give us some information. You have to give us some token of goodwill.
He looks at Eddie and is like, "Edward, did you happen to see anything weird in that cave you found?"
No, it was a perfectly normal cave. Yes, a lot of stuff. Also, nobody calls me Edward except my grandma.
"Oh, Edward, I think what you saw in that cave, what you experienced, is just the tip of the iceberg. There's much more to this phenomenon than you know, but I need you to come with me. Once all four of you together, I can explain everything, but I need all four of you together."
Hey, old man, that doesn't make any sense. Why do you need all four of us together to tell us anything? Why don't you tell
Because...
us right now? Why don't you tell us something right now?
And he looks at Samantha, and he's like, "Because Fern is the important one, and you three are just along for the ride."
That's fantastic. Try to find her.
Yes,
He looks at
bitch.
Clarence. And he's like, "Clarence, come, we'll find her. Edward, Samantha, hope you have a pleasant day." And he turns around and like pulls Clarence away towards the Vanagon.
Like as he's pulling me away, like one last look back into the house, like. Ugh.
Eddie, Samantha, what do? Something weird just happened. Are you gonna go try and find Fern, or what do you think? What should you do?
Wow, I can't believe you talked to Roger Moore like that.
Whatever. He's super old.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, he's
gotta be
wearing
like
tweed. Ew. Who does
yeah,
that?
right? It's gotta be like 100.
That's right. We high five.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's a good one. That's a good burn.
Nice.
So I don't feel like we should go find Fern instantly. We got to make sure. So we can like peek out the windows to make sure that they leave the area.
Oh, he's gonna follow us 100%.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, should we split up?
There is only one of him, and we know Clarence isn't going to be able to follow any of us. So, I mean, we could take two different routes to the school, but that seems sketchy. We have the dogs, right?
Yeah, the dogs are still there.
We can take the dogs with us. We each take a dog.
Yeah,
While they're
we
talking
could
about
do
this,
that.
I want to know what's grandma doing?
Well, Grandma right now is like locking the door and making sure no more weirdos come. She turned on the porch light, and she's just not. She's like, "Oh, I thought the 70s were bad." She goes back. She goes back to bed.
Wish Grandma had like a shotgun or something good.
No, Grandma don't roll like that.
Yeah.
But she goes back to her room. So the two of you are just left outside at the kitchen table, just talking.
Covered in Capri Sun still.
Yeah, you are both soaked in Capri Sun. That's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not one of my better ideas.
That's
Not a great idea.
I'm going to apologize for the Capri Sun incident.
It's fine.
I was
I'm
trying
awake
to just
now.
wake you up quietly.
Fine. I'll get my mom to do my laundry. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Did she do my laundry?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I've never done it myself in my life, so I'm assuming that all of this can be washed. I mean,
Yes.
I could if I wanted to, but I just don't. Where are we? Do we find Fern? Do we leave? Do we stay?
I mean, I feel like we have to find Fern, but because whether she's going to sit by herself at the school all night.
Yeah, we should go find her. Okay, let's get out of this house because it's like 100% haunted. First of all, we have disappearing dogs. Second of all, we have James Bond showing up at our front door. I don't like this.
It's sticky from Capri Sun. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. I mean, possibly ectoplasm. I'm not gonna say one way or the other. We should go meet up with Fern because you're right. I don't want her to be by herself. I mean, I don't.
Do you have you looked for the dogs yet? Have you gotten the dogs? Are they going to come with you?
Should we take them?
I feel like there's probably only one, but we should take whatever we can get. Yeah. So we should look for the dogs. Should I do investigate?
No, it's pretty obvious that there's definitely one dog there. Jezebel, however, is nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
And what's this dog's name?
That dog's name, if I remember correctly, was not Blooper.
Blooper.
Mm-hmm.
Blooper.
All right, so let's hopefully be able to take Blooper with us. Hopefully Blooper is feeling amenable to a little journey.
You know what? I'm gonna have Fern. Fern, would Blooper be down to just go off with random strangers? I guess they spent a day together.
Think, yeah, as long as he's not scared, because I remember when he was scared, he wasn't really feeling like doing anything. But
sure,
he's pretty normally active, so he's very friendly.
Okay. So yeah, the Blooper seems down to travel with you wherever you're going, but also not particularly dog-like. Like not excited, not trying to sniff stuff, just sort of there. Something is definitely wrong. But Blooper is just like, if a dog could talk, I'd be like, I guess I'll go. Like, right? It's that kind of attitude.
I'm gonna bring some snacks for Blooper. Scooby
Sure.
snacks, aka Pringles or whatever's lying around.
There are Pringles. Once you pop, there
Can't
are
stop.
Pringles there. Yeah, you just can't stop. So you opened one and you guys have to bring it with you. That's the rules. It's like triple cheddar flavored or something nonsensical like that. But yeah, you have those, and you are now alone in this kitchen. Are you going to try and get out the back or the front? You have not heard a car drive away, by the way. They just got back in the car.
Yeah, they would see us go out the back unless it's super dark. So I guess we're just gonna have to sit here and wait. Ugh.
Sure. Okay.
What do you think, Eddie?
Outside in the car, in the van, Clarence and Alastair are sitting in the front seats of this van, and his bag is sitting on your lap, Clarence, and he asks you to dig through it and find him his goggles. You can use this time to snoop around in the bag if you want. You can just look for what appears to be goggles. I'll give you at least like one good search if you want to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I want to see like what else is in there while I'm looking for goggles.
Sure. Let's roll a investigate roll, and depending on how much you get, that'll be the things you can see.
2.
Okay. So I'll let you spot 2 things besides these goggles. Inside this bag, there are 4 what appear to be 4 flaps, 4 little compartment areas. You can search 2 of them, and it'll be 2 random. There'll be 2 things that I give you, and then whatever the third thing is will automatically be the goggles. So you can just search through. Do you just want to look and see what there is, or is there a certain part of the bag you want to look in? like a zipper or something.
So the inside of the bag, when I open it up, you said there's 4 flaps and just kind of stuff in the middle. It's not like a briefcase you pop open. It's just like a bag.
Yeah, it's a bag. It's like a very, very fancy bag, but there's many little slots in it, and there's zipper areas and things like that you can sort of snoop around in.
Yeah, well, like hit one of the zippers. The one, maybe there's like one across the back.
Sure. You undo a zipper, and inside appears to be some sort of ring, except it is black, just like pure. It's like a darkness you've never seen. It's just a black ring. It appears to be a ring that could fit on a finger, but it's just a ring in this little zipper thing, but it's separated from everything else.
Could it be the One Ring?
I don't think it came from Mordor. No, I'm pretty sure it didn't.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's the One Ring. Take it.
Well, I mean, like I like as I'm looking, I see it. Like my hands in the bag. Put it on a finger. I'll put it on one.
You try to put it on your finger?
Yeah.
As you try to put it on your finger, you feel something, but when you put it on, nothing happens. Like you definitely feel something, but nothing happens.
Okay. I'll leave it on.
Okay.
Okay.
And look at one of the 4 pouches.
Okay. In one of the 4 pouches is what appears to be a blindfold of some sort, or a piece of fabric that is long enough to either be a headband or something you could wrap around an arm, maybe, or a fist. You're not really sure, but it is like a very fine fabric. Something you've never felt. You've never felt this before. It's not like silk or anything, but whatever it is, you've never felt this type of fabric before.
Right. And at that, I'll like in the bag, I kind of pull it out. Whoa, this is really nice.
He looks at you and he's like, Clarence, will you please stop enjoying my things and just give me my goggles?
Okay. No, I'll put it back in there and then go and grab the goggles for the last item.
Sure. He takes the goggles from your hand and looks down and sees the ring on your finger. He's like, you like that, eh?
Yeah, it looked kind of cool. It was just sitting in there, and it fit. I hope you don't mind.
He smiles and looks at the goggles in his hand. He's like, no, Clarence, I don't mind. And he puts the goggles on. And from his perspective, the entire backyard is lit up like day.
What are those goggles? What do those do?
He doesn't respond at all. He doesn't say a word to you, Clarence. He just looks forward. And yeah. So meanwhile, Fern has been running through cornfields or soy fields or whatever the fields are, running through, heading to the school. And with you, alongside you, is Jezebel, who is equally invisible, running along the streets of this town. It's late. No one is out. Is there anything you do before you get to the school, or do you go straight to the school?
Nope, straight to the school.
Okay.
She's trying to avoid all of the street lights, anything that's lit up, like porch lights. Just doesn't want to get seen. So sticking primarily to the shadows and the dark.
Is there? Well, sure, of course. Do you remember where you're supposed to go?
The school, Miss Houston's class.
Okay. You arrive at the school, and there is a security fence around the parking lot that has been closed for the night. How do you get inside?
She wants to see if there's any sort of mechanism next to the gate.
No, like it's just a gate that someone moved and then locked with a padlock.
All right, she's gonna climb it.
Midwest. It's not that fancy. You're gonna climb it? Okay. Let's do a movement roll.
Oh, she'll be fine.
Okay.
She'll just chill there. A move.
I'm trying to mother everybody.
Yeah, move. Great. You jump over. Jezebel just sort of whimpers on the other side of the fence.
It's
and
okay,
just
baby.
walks
That's okay.
up and down. Okay, you're inside. Do you want to go towards the school?
Yes, but she wants to tell Jezebel, like, just to stay.
Sure.
Just, okay, Jesse, just stay right there. Be right back, okay? I'm just gonna go check it out. And remember the drill that we practiced, okay? Just stay there, and I'll be right back. Okay? Okay, good girl. Good girl. You're a good girl. And she takes off towards the school.
Jezebel still whimpers, does not listen at all, just whimpers and walks back and forth. But as you approach the school, do you want to scan the area? Do you want to see if you notice anything? Or you just want to run straight for the door?
She's doing more like a jog, but she's trying to see if she can see anybody. That's if Eddie or Sam are there.
Okay. Let's do a investigate roll, if you would be. So this is a 1.
Sure. Okay, just investigate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Damn.
You can roll again if you want. This won't affect you in any way if you don't do it.
Yeah, she won't.
Okay. So you just run on in. There is no lights on in the school. All the doors are locked, but you're at the front door of the school. But it will not budge open.
Shit. I wonder if maybe Sam had a key or something to get in.
I think I had said outside.
I don't know.
She just grabs the doors like, come on, just open. Oh, damn. All right. She looks over at Jezebel, walks back over, and then just kind of sits down on the other side of the fence and says, well, girl, I guess we're just gonna wait. Just gonna play the waiting game.
Sure.
I spy with my little eye. And then she just starts talking to Jezebel.
As you start playing I Spy, a car drives down the road. It appears to be some sort of black sedan.
I see a black sedan. Do you see a black sedan, Jesse?
Jezebel starts barking at the car.
Oh, no. Shh. We're supposed to be quiet. Quiet, girl. Quiet.
Car just drives right by.
Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're okay.
And stops.
Okay, but you
at the
saw
end of
that
the
though, so
street.
that's good.
The car stops at the end of the street and starts to reverse back towards you.
Okay, just play it cool. Just play it cool. Just shh, girl, you gotta be quiet, okay?
The door opens and a man steps out in a black suit with some very strange goggles on. And he looks over directly at you, but doesn't say anything. What do you do? He doesn't respond at all. He just keeps staring. He begins to walk in your direction. He's getting closer. And closer. He is literally within an arm's reach away from you. And then he looks right down at you. Clears his throat.
Can you see me?
And he turns around and walks away. And goes back to his car.
Hmm.
And gets back in. And starts to drive off again.
I think that's the result of me going to church last week. Thank goodness. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. I'm forever a devout follower of you. Okay. Jesse, you okay, girl?
Jezebel looks up at you and is just sort of like,
Okay. All right. I think we're okay. I'm gonna climb back over. I'm gonna wait with you, okay? And so she attempts to climb back over.
okay. You climb back over easily. Once you figured out how to get over it once, you got it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we cut back to Eddie and Samantha just hiding inside Grandma's trailer with Clarence and Alastair outside.
Eating Pringles.
What do you guys do? Eating Pringles? Sure.
I mean, are we just gonna wait here all night? Look, maybe I can sneak out. Wait. You go distract him, and I'll go over to the school and find Fern. Because I can't talk to them. I'll say something stupid, like always. But you can talk to them. Go out there and say, like, hey, we want to cooperate with you, and then buy me some time, and I'll get over to the school.
Okay, but what are you gonna do when you?
It's a good plan. I like this plan.
They know. I know. I don't have a better plan. I think it's a good plan.
Okay.
Did I actually come up with a good plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is coming from me though, who only comes up with really bad plans.
I'll take it.
All my plans have been awful. The fact that I like it is actually a really big knock against it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be terrible.
The other idea is just to stay here as long as possible and play like really loud, really bad music and just like make them crazy. Seems like a siege though, and we might run out of Pringles at some point.
You do come up with bad plans.
Okay, I will go out and talk to the guy. Otherwise, it's a standoff. But
Sure.
you need to wait and make sure. Okay, so I'm gonna give a signal when I feel like it's safe for you to go, and that signal is gonna be, it's gonna be, we close our eyes by Oingo Boingo. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say we close our eyes. Right? Because remember we talked about Oingo Boingo. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna cough really loud.
No, I get it. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna cough really loud three times. Cough loud.
Wait, which one is it? Is
the
it
second one?
Danny Elfman or is it the coughing? Okay, all right. Okay, coughing really loud 5 times. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Plan. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You take the dog. Cool.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can do that.
You got the Pringles. You packing the Pringles. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some Pringles. Can I get like a little Ziploc bag? Pringles.
Okay.
I
but
mean, you
then
can look for one. Yeah.
That I'll deal with later.
Okay.
Where are we gonna meet later?
Well, we could meet at. Didn't you say that there was nobody at your house?
Yeah, but sometimes there is, and my dad works for the company.
Right.
He comes
Okay.
home like once every 2 weeks almost. But when he's there, it's not good. We don't want to go there.
With our luck, he's probably there.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we where else can we go?
Where?
Back to the hole? No, that sucks.
Okay. You can tell how bad the idea is by how big my smile is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's gonna follow us no matter where we go. I mean, that's obvious. think he could actually be telling the truth?
I don't know, man. We haven't had a lot of luck with the grown-ups lately.
Yeah,
Or
that's
the
true.
or the people our age. Basically, we have had luck with nobody.
Yeah,
So I
but
feel
at the
like
same time, we haven't had any luck with these balls either. So, like, why are we? Why? What is? We don't really know.
well, but we got to keep Fern safe. We're the only ones we can trust. You, me, and Fern. Not Clarence. He's working with that guy. Unless we can turn Clarence back to our side somehow, but I don't know. I don't know if we can trust him after what he tried to do to Fern.
Yeah, I mean, none of us understand what these things do. I mean,
I know.
aside from having some kind of relation with that magic shoe, we don't really know exactly what they're doing.
Maybe we can. Oh, we can. Maybe we can have them follow you to like Needle's house or something, or Johnny's house. Maybe we should just go there.
There's an idea. Wait, so we would go to Needle's house and then what?
Oh
Then
no.
we pretend to go in, but we don't really go in. We pretend to go in the back door, and then we like hide. It's a great plan. Then, oh no,
Yeah.
he would sell us out immediately, though. That's the problem. Because isn't Johnny's dad the council member? I could do this
Yeah.
all day. I could come up with terrible plans all day, you guys. So somebody should just jump in on one of them.
Listen,
all day.
Yeah, Eddie, you guys have to make a choice. You got to do something.
I'm going to find Fern. I don't.
Okay.
At least that's a better plan than nothing. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to the guy, and we're gonna try to meet up later.
At the school.
At
Where
the
we
school.
told her originally.
Okay.
Sure.
Tell her to be patient, and we will come. We'll come back together. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. Cough 3 times. Ready? I'm gonna cough.
Wait, 3 or 5?
3.
3, 5.
I'm just gonna have a cough attack. You'll hear it.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Very subtle.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna walk out the front door.
Yeah, you walk out the front door. Clarence, you see Samantha walking out the front door, heading towards you guys. This could be a big moment for you. You have to. Do you redeem yourself in her eyes or not? This is what all comes down. This is huge. This is huge for you, Clarence. Alastair opens the door and sort of taps her on the shoulder. It's like, see, Clarence, she changed her mind. I knew how she felt about you, old chap. And he like gets out of the car and he's like,
as he gets out. No, this is terrible.
he's like, Samantha, dear, I'm glad you've had a change of heart.
Oh, thank you so much. A lot of what you said really resonated. You were very eloquent and thoughtful. So, I had to really think about what you had to say. I mean, you didn't actually say anything to me, but I mean, you did use a lot of fancy words. So
that is true. I use many of those. So let me ask you, and he pulls off his goggles.
Yes.
He's like, when did you first discover these balls? Where was it exactly?
I still am not like entirely sure what you're talking about. I think you seem to have maybe been taken for a little bit of a ride from Clarence.
Samantha. No, we both know you know what I'm talking about. Which one did you have?
It's not really that appropriate to come up to a young lady of my my obvious poise and caliber.
Is that a regular
sorry,
cough? Or is she really doing it?
Run, you fool!
Do you keep coughing? Do you just keep going?
I'm gonna assume.
Eddie
that
honestly
he's
can't tell if she was really coughing or if that was it.
Sure.
Oh, for the love.
Samantha, are you
Yes.
okay? You need
Oh,
some water.
No. I'm fine. It's been like a lot of long days, and it's just everything's been so dusty, and like that house is not really that clean. Like we've
Oh,
all
I
heard
can
about
tell.
black mold, so I
Yes,
think
yes.
it's like really kind of gotten in there. So it's really nice to be outside in the fresh air.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Okay, so he's gonna go.
Sure. Eddie, I'm gonna need you to make a roll, a movement
Okay.
roll,
Good
in
luck,
order
my man.
to
Good
get
luck.
out.
You can do it.
Yeah, do a move. You can re-roll if you want.
I'm gonna try it.
Actually, yeah, you can re-roll. Sorry. You can re-roll. You have one more re-roll.
Oh my god, I really want this to work. Okay.
Okay, you got it. So you managed to make it out, but Clarence, I'm going to need you to make a comprehend roll, and if you get above a 1, you'll see him leave. Damn. Clarence, you notice Eddie running out the back. You see him running out the back. Do you say anything?
Yeah, what do you do, Bergman?
All right. Give me just a second to consider. I gotta do what Clarence would do, not what I would do.
What would Clarence do?
Oh no.
All right. So Clarence has been saved by this guy, but he's also been kidnapped by these other dudes. He doesn't quite trust this guy yet. He doesn't want his friends to hate him. And they're obvious. I mean, I think what Clarence is stuck on right now is whether or not the dude with him is going to, realize what's going on. So she came out here alone. And
no, Alastair does not see. He is distracted by Samantha. He's trying to figure out why Samantha's dying in front of him. He is not at all. He will not notice Eddie unless you say something.
Okay. I will stay quiet.
Okay. Sure. Eddie, you manage to make it out and you start running through the fields. Samantha, you are still coughing. And this British guy is like trying to figure out how to help you without like touching you at all. He's like he's trying to he's a little shocked. He's like, is there anything I can do? How can I help you? You appear. Are you okay?
I'm at this point. I'm just trying to stall as long as possible to give him as much of it out. So I'm just gonna. No, I'm fine. I mean, I've had to be in there for kind of a while, and I mean, first of all, there's Capri Sun everywhere. I don't know why they don't just clean that up. It's sticky and really gross, and they do not clean up after their dogs. So there's dog hair everywhere. So you sit down on the couch and there's dog hair there. So I'm just gonna I'm just talking. I'm going for it.
So all right, sure. He after a good 15 minutes of you freaking out, he looks back at Clarence, looks at you, and does a huge sigh. He's like, Eddie went out the back door, didn't he?
I don't know why you would say something like that. That is just terrible for you to say. I think that you actually.
As you're talking, he turns around and walks away back to the car.
I don't really understand what the deal is with that. I mean, you should probably see somebody about that. My mom told me that her friend
he opens the back of the car
that she totally goes to see, and then she's working on those trust issues that are really important. So I feel like you should just maybe go do that. And
he turns back around.
I don't understand why
he turns back around, and there's a gun in his hand. He's like, "Excuse me, Miss Page. Please get in the car." And he points it at you and sort of directionally points to get in the car with him.
I am not getting in the car with that guy. I don't even know. And then I'm going to try to run. Oh my God, wish me luck. This is such a bad idea.
he shoots the ground where you're at. It is a loud shot, and a light comes on in the trailer. Either get in the car with me now, Miss Page, or unpleasant things may have to happen. I don't want to do it, but I am tired of dealing with teens.
Well, I am tired of dealing with old people, and then I get in the car and I sit down and I'm quiet.
He puts the gun away and gets in the driver's seat and looks at the two of you, and the lights come on and you start to drive away as Grandma opens the front door and she's like, "Goddamn kids, keep it down!" And you drive away. Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
you managed to make it to the school, but you do not see anyone anywhere.
Can I go? Can I check like the main entrances, like the front
Sure.
doors or the front or back doors?
Well,
wherever
there's
they
a big fence around the parking lot that leads to the school, but you don't see
Okay.
as you approach it, except for the creepy street lights. You don't see anyone there.
Mm-hmm.
Fern, you don't see Eddie.
Oh, okay. She's not here yet.
I spy with my little eye something red. See anything red?
You cannot hear each other either.
I see a red car. That's the answer, Jesse. It's a car that's red.
Can I be like?
Anyone's coming.
Can I be like, Fern?
Sure, you can shout Fern all you want.
Fern, but it's like a whisper shout.
Mhm.
You know, like Fern, Fern.
Fern does not hear you. In fact, Fern, you're starting to notice there's nobody around. The only person you've seen all night was that guy in the car with his weird glasses.
Does she put two and two together? Where it's
Sure.
like this is the same kind of thing we were dealing with before.
I mean, yeah, you know what? You have a mind, so I'll just give it to you. Yes, yeah.
Okay. She reaches into her pocket and grabs both the balls.
Sure. Eddie, right in front of you, Fern just pops into existence.
Fern!
As you're like, Fern! Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Hey, how fortuitous that you were here. Amazing.
Maybe the magic was me the whole time.
Probably was. Also, guess what? I'm not a ghost anymore. So, hey, can you come over here? We were supposed to meet in front of the school.
Did you come back from the dead, or are you alive again?
I'm alive, yeah.
Wow. What's it like on the other side?
It's dark and dusty and spooky, and I saw a man in a black sedan come driving down this street here, and then he came right up to me, and he looked right at me, and then he drove off, and he had
Did he
weird
challenge you to a
glasses
fiddle
on.
contest?
No, but
Oh, okay.
I
It's
would
like
have
a-
obliged.
Okay,
I
of
think I
course.
would have.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but where are the others?
Oh, okay. So wait. Okay. So you left, and Sam sprayed you with Capri Sun, and then there was Michael Caine was at your front door, and Clarence was there, and your grandma came out and got real mad, and then he wanted us to come in the car with him, and you're important, and then I left, and Sam was distracting them, and now I'm here to find you because you're important, which is good because you're alive again and not
Yeah.
a ghost. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
So people are looking for you and the balls.
Eddie,
should I-
will you give me a heart roll?
Oh, I can try.
I think this is the only. I'm trying to figure out. This might be the only thing. I'm trying to figure out how loud you're talking, even though like you're very excited right now, and I think heart might be the closest thing to that. So yeah, just give me a heart roll. If you get a 1, you'll be fine. Okay, you definitely
Nope.
didn't get a 1. You cannot re-roll.
Oh.
So this doesn't hold anything against you. But as you say, people are trying to find you. You hear a voice say, "Yes, people are trying to find you." And from around the corner, into a spotlight into a street light is the man that you saw earlier, Fern. And he has the goggles on. He's staring right at the both of you.
That's the guy. That's him.
Wait, what guy?
That guy right there.
What is he?
I don't know. Some guy.
He like puts out his
What
hand.
do you
He's like,
want,
Fern. Guys, I mean you no harm. I'm here to help you, but I need you to trust me. Please.
You just came out of nowhere, Mr. Man. We're just expected to trust you.
Yeah, come on, dude. Really?
I know I haven't earned your trust yet, but I will do whatever it takes to do that. But I need you to trust me right now. People are coming and they are looking for Fern.
2 12-packs of Coke. That's what it takes to earn my trust.
Yeah, girl.
He's like, fine. You want Coke? Fine.
Yes.
I can get you a case of Coke. It's not a problem.
In the glass bottles.
I need the two of you to come with me right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, glass bottles. Promise. Pinky swear.
He looks at you and he like holds out his pinky. He's like, "Come swear if you're gonna swear."
Yeah, I look at Fern and I'm like, pinky swore. He said he'd do it.
I know. You can't break a pinky swear. You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
It's against the law.
Yeah, you will. That is a capital offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He walks over to you and has his finger out and he's ready to pinky swear. Sure. And the two of you lock in a pinky swear. He looks down at you and he's like, "Fern, you have to believe me.
Okay, well, what's your name?"
Happening. He's like, "First, we need to get off the street. We need to get off the street like right away."
How's Jezebel reacting to this guy?
Jezebel's just around, just sitting there.
If she's not getting a negative vibe from this guy, okay, all right, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Sure. He goes back and he puts a little beeper, and the car makes a noise, and the two of you go back over to his black sedan, and he opens up the front seat and the back seat. So it isn't like both of you get in the back seat kind of thing. It's like, well, someone's in the front, someone's in the back. He does not care. He's like, "Please, just get in the car."
Shotgun.
Oh,
Fern jumps in the front seat, and as you guys all close the doors, he turns on the car, and you see on the console what appears to be some sort of display, but you've never ever seen a display like this before. Mind you, it is like a 1980s terrible computer display where it's like, right? But it's in a car. You've never seen that before in your life. It is incredible looking. And he looks back at you guys. He's like, "I work for an agency that was created to protect the very thing that you have, Fern." And he like points down at the balls that are in your hand.
Oh, these old things?
I know, you don't have to pretend. We know you found them. Everyone knows that you found them.
Who's
that
everyone?
Wait. I put my hand on the guy's shoulder, and I'm like, "Wait, we have the balls, but we don't have the shoe."
He looks at you and is like, "All the reports were right about you, Eddie. You are the worst."
You can't say that. He's my friend.
Well, hey, listen.
You are a good friend, Eddie, but you are the worst.
Well, I'm at least I got good taste in music, right?
I listen to Lionel Richie.
Oh God! Let me out of the car.
Wait! What reports? What reports? Who are you talking about? Who's everybody? What the hell is this on your dash?
He looks at you and he's like, "This connects me back to the central hub. The agency that I work for, we are very important, and we are responsible for the welfare of objects such as the ones that you have. And I need you to just trust me on this. Things may not make sense right now, but if you give me time to explain, I can.
Okay, all right, go.
He looks at you and he's like, my name is Alastair Wolf, and I'm with the secret government organization. But I need you to trust me that what I tell you will stay between us. And then it cuts back to Clarence and Samantha in this Vanagon with this British man who is driving around the streets looking for Eddie and Fern.
I'm going to start laying into
Samantha.
Clarence.
Sure. All right. What do you say to him?
I fucking hate you. You're terrible. You are an awful person. I cannot believe you did this. And I'm just going to keep talking because I'm trying to distract Mr. Wolf. Like I'm trying to
sure.
Like, stir stuff up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, he has his goggles on. He's driving through the streets, and he's just sort of looking around. And the two of you are fighting. Clarence, do you say anything?
we just for my curiosity, I don't say anything yet. I'm gonna open up the glove compartment again and look inside and see if that gun's still in there.
You open the glove compartment and he looks down and he was like, "Is this something I can do for you, Clarence?"
Yeah, you can shut her up.
He looks back at Samantha and he's like, "That's not how you treat a lady, Clarence."
I mean, he kind of had a point. I have been laying into him pretty hard, but by all accounts, he does totally deserve it.
Says you, Mr. Wolf, pointing a gun at her and shooting at her.
He looks
gentleman.
Yeah? Is Samantha down with that? Is that a good... Are you happy that Clarence came to your defense?
I hate to say it, but dipshit over here totally does have a point. That was kind of a little bit of a dick move. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I mean, we were all thinking it, and like now we actually know. Like now it's on the table, now it's out there, and I think it's really important to do that, to like really be honest with each other. And you haven't been honest with us about anything.
He smiles and just keeps driving and does not say a thing to you guys. You are clearly not getting on his nerves, but he knows what you're trying to do. He can read through the two of you being awful, like, bratty teens.
Nice ring, Clarence. What you got there?
I kind of like slowly turn and look at her, like kind of hiding behind the seat. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can kind of turn and look at her, but he's aware you have the ring, so he's aware that like he knows that you two you can talk about it all you want. You're not hiding anything from him.
Yeah, it's real dark.
Yeah, where'd you get
it?
I do like it. Where'd you get it?
He gave it to me.
Oh, that is nice and cozy, isn't it? What do you think it does?
I don't know.
Are you guys boyfriend and boyfriend right now?
Shut
Marriage
up!
ring,
No,
promise ring?
no.
No.
God, does it have to be like that ring?
That was me. I'm sorry.
Clarence?
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Can I take a peek at it? I want to see if there's an inscription on the inside.
Do you let her, Clarence, or do you just want to give it a look, just see what you can based on what he shows you?
Yeah, I like take it off. I like look inside of it.
There's nothing on the inside. It's just pitch black.
Nothing in it.
Well, we all know you have to put it in fire for the inscription to come out.
Yeah, everybody knows that. There's no fire in the car.
The guy.
I have fire.
Oh my god, you do. I'm gonna let this play out. Screw it. No interruptions. This is playing out.
What? You have fire?
I do. We can
You
try it right now.
smoke?
No, I don't smoke. Smoking is terrible for you, but you never know when you need to light a candle or some incense or something on fire.
Conduct a satanic ritual.
Okay, I want to see.
Okay, So let's see. How are we gonna do this without burning ourselves? Fuck it. This is just gonna be a disaster. All right. I'm gonna take my lighter out and I'm gonna start lighting it on fire.
On his finger?
No.
I've taken it off and I handed it over this.
Oh, you hand it to her?
Yeah.
Samantha, when he hands you the ring, as you touch it, you feel something. Something feels weird. It definitely, you can tell it's coming from the ring. Whatever it is, it's like not a shock, but there is something electric about it. There's something about it that feels different. You now have it in your hand. What do you do?
Okay. Oh, I can't say that because I don't want the guy to hear. I was gonna ask if I looked any different holding it.
You look the exact same. Just something about it feels weird.
Sweet. I want this so bad.
All
right, I'm going.
Dun, dun,
dun. I'm going to try to like hold it a little bit with my shirt, and then just to protect my hand a little bit, and then I'm gonna try lighting it.
Sure. Let's do a tech roll. We'll do tinker. You're gonna tinker with this object. Okay, you definitely needed a 1 for this. You can re-roll if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many luck points do I have? I think I have
one more.
One. I have 2 total or 1 total?
2 total. Now you're down to
total.
1. If you re-roll.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. So yeah, you flick on your lighter and you start to move it over the ring. This guy who's driving does not say anything to you. He doesn't try to stop you. He doesn't do anything. And yeah, as you move it over the ring starts to glow and become a different shade. Not black, not brown, but something in between. But it does not get hot. The ring itself does not get hot.
I know. Keep doing it.
Sure. You keep going?
Yeah.
The ring on the inside, where your finger would go, because I assume you're holding it like this, yeah? You're lighting it.
If it's not getting hot, then yeah, I'm just kind of
Sure. Yeah, the inside of it starts to glow. And it looks like, if I had to describe it, something like in the movie Stargate, where there's a circle and the inside like becomes a thing. This looks like there's a glow, like a blue hue, but it's encompassing the inner part of this ring.
I'm gonna look through it.
Sure. You look through it and you just see a blue, like reflective surface kind of thing.
What do you think it means? I'm gonna ask Clarence.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Alastair turns around to the both of you and he's like, well, you're both very skilled with science. Why don't you investigate? Why don't you science? And he pulls the car over and he just turns around and watches you both.
Oh my god, this is such a fun game. Okay, so while it's blue, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. You put it on and your finger glows to the point where you can see the bone in the finger, but nothing happens that you're aware of. But you can literally, it's like if you hold a flashlight over your hand and you can sort of like see your bones in it. That's what it looks like, but just with your finger.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna put it like right here.
Sure. You can see kind of like the outline of the top of your heart going like on your, like through your, I assume, guess shirt still, but through your shirt, you can see like it lights up to your skin.
Okay. So I'm gonna have maybe Clarence and I can touch it together.
Sure, if you want to. You both touch it together and you feel like you both feel like an electric sensation. Something is definitely there's something to this ring. You're just not sure what yet.
Hey, Mr. Fox or whatever. Can you turn the radio on? Cause you remember the TV thing?
The radio. Okay. He turns on the radio, and on the radio is, I don't know, let's say Jackson 5 is playing on the radio. But everything's fine. I want you back. I want you back. Yeah.
It's a
Everything's
good
fine.
song. I like the song. Eddie would hate the song, but I like the song.
Yeah, the
What?
Jackson 5 is playing. Everything appears to be fine.
Wait, what did you do?
Put something metal in it.
Yeah, what? Put something metal in the ring?
You got like an earring or something you can like stick through it?
Sure. Yeah, I can take an earring off.
Okay. You take an earring off and you put it through the
Giant
ring.
Earrings, super cute.
Yeah, you'd have to mash it down if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. You mash the hoop earring down and you put it through the ring. As you put it through the ring, a beam of light shines from your hoop ring straight out the windshield. Like the circle in the middle, that light in the middle shoots the light out. So now you made a giant spotlight onto the road.
At this point, Clarence would be like, ah! Ah.
And Alastair looks at the two of you and he's like, see, this is the kind of thing that I've been telling you about. The people I work with. We're a society of like-minded individuals who are trying to secure items like the ones that you found. We're not evil. We're just secretive. And we need your help. Because you interacted with those balls. You four are the ones who are responsible for putting them back. Before we can do that, we need to find Fern.
You still told me like exactly zero information, buddy. Like
He looks at you and is like,
what's the name of your organization?
I can't tell you that.
Can you tell me anything?
I've never seen anything like this ring. So if you guys get the balls, are you guys like collecting stuff and like keeping it to yourselves? This is like stuff that you should show the world.
We can't show the world, Clarence. If the world knew the things that existed, who knows what people with power would do with it? We can't allow anyone to control them, so we lock them away.
But essentially, you control them, right?
There's a group of us. I don't control anything. I just do what I'm told, Clarence.
We're driving right now?
No, we pulled up. You pulled up the side of the road. So you
Okay.
can test this thing out.
So I kind of want to just like flash it super bright in his eyes and run away. I have no body. Neither of us have any body. Never mind. This is the worst plan ever. We can't run. Neither of us can run at all.
Sam continues the trend of coming up with the worst plans.
But I say them with heart and gusto.
Yeah, you believe the hell out of these plans. And for that, I respect you.
So, yeah, but he's definitely opened up. If you have questions for him, now might be the time.
Where do these... Where... Go ahead.
So, how did you know where I was when the other guys had me? Were you following the whole time?
Clarence, many people are following you. All I had to do was follow them. We didn't quite know where to start, but we knew which town, and we knew 4 individuals were involved. And once I saw the other men find you and capture you, I knew you had to be one. So, once I followed them, I saved you in the hopes that you would lead me to the others.
How do we
Do you know if my grandma's okay? Sorry.
Your grandmother's fine, Clarence. She's at home,
I also
hopefully
care
making
about her.
pie. Yeah.
I hope so too. Did you try the lemon meringue? It was amazing.
I have had no pie there, but I imagine delightful.
How do we get Fern back?
Well, first we must find Fern.
No.
And
Tell
then
me how to get Fern back.
That is the question, Samantha. I don't know. But I know that the 6 of us who are also searching for you, hopefully one of us will have an idea. And we can find a way to save your friend, get our balls, and prevent this from happening to anyone else.
So you're saying you don't know? You have no idea. You have nothing to offer.
I only know what the texts have told me of these balls. I know nothing than that.
All right.
But I will.
Then I don't
I
think
will
we
tell
have
you
any business
this.
to do. Okay.
Samantha, I will tell you this. They have existed far longer than you have been alive, than I have been alive, than most of us have been alive. These are not things to be trifled with.
I'm not trifling with shit, buddy. I'm trying to get my friend back. So you don't seem to have any answers, and you don't seem to have any help for us.
Well,
so you haven't given me
hopefully,
anything.
If you stick with me, I promise you, you will have all your answers. I'm not really sure what I'm allowed to say, honestly.
When we have a common goal right now, but once that's over with, are we still going to be able to call you friend, or do we know too much like the others said?
Is your common goal to keep the status quo, keep society as you know it normal? Still working? Because if those balls are allowed to exist in the wild, if Fern loses control of them, who knows what could happen? We're talking end of the world, biblical, cataclysmic end of the world.
No, society hasn't been that great to me.
Wow, Clarence, you haven't really been that great to us. Can
I have my ring back?
So mean today. I'm so sorry.
Samantha, can
Clarence
I have
wants
that
his
ring
ring.
back?
Do you give him his ring back?
I don't know.
Damn.
I'm going to say, Clarence, if I give this back to you, I am showing you trust that you did not show us and you did not show Fern. Do you think you deserve that?
I think I deserve what's mine back, and it's not yours to give away with all these extra things on it. What am I going to do? Stick some metal through it and flashlight you to death with it?
I'm going
to
hand
just like
him
the balls that we had at the house. You got a hold of those, and then you're like, I don't know, everything cool that I get, you just want to take away. So if you can give it back, and that could be, I trusted you, letting you hold it, expecting you to do this, and you're doing exactly what I thought you would. So the choice is yours, really. Keep it or give it back to me.
So what you're saying, Clarence, is that the answer is no. And then I'm going to hand him the ring, and I'm going to take my earring back, and I'm going to stretch it back out, and I'm going to put it in my ear, and I'm going to get out of the car.
You go to get out of the car, and it's locked.
Okay, then I'm going to unlock it.
You cannot unlock it. You're in the back seat. You cannot unlock it. There is nothing. As you try to get out the back seat, Alastair turns around and starts the car back up and begins to drive.
All right, Clarence. I hope you're happy with yourself. And I'm just going to be quiet
now. So we cut back over to Eddie and Fern, who are in Alastair's car. And you're driving around this sedan. The other Alastair's car. You're driving around the sedan. And you are now looking for Clarence and Samantha. So you have this time while you're driving around looking. What do you ask him any questions? Do you talk with him? Do the two of you talk? Do you come up with a plan? What do you do during this time period?
Where is Jezebel?
Jezebel is in the back seat with Eddie.
Okay.
I spy with my little eye something gray.
What? That's the least descriptive thing you could have said. It's at night. Everything's gonna be gray.
Yeah, that makes it hard.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so I'm gonna win. Duh.
And Fern looks at the dashboard. Is it this button right there?
How did you guess that on the first try? God.
I don't know. I'm just real good at this game. I was playing it for like 2 hours with my dog earlier until sorry, what was your name again? Sir?
Alastair. My name was Alastair, Fern.
Alastair. Does anybody ever call you Alice?
Too many damn times. Too many times.
I would probably just call you like Al or something, because Al's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I like you. Yeah, that's why.
Well, I mean, we just met though, so you can't really make that assumption too quickly. But where'd you come from? How'd you know we was by the school?
Well, I've been sort of spying on you. Sorry about that.
Why are you spying on us?
Well, a few nights ago, you two and 2 others uncovered something that you probably shouldn't have. It's something that a lot of us have been searching for a long time. And
the shoe?
Not the shoe, Eddie. Not the shoe.
I'm gonna guess
the shoe
it's
has nothing to
not
do with
the
it.
shoe at all.
The shoe is unimportant, Eddie. It does not matter at all. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm talking about 2 balls. 2 metallic balls. Yes, those, Eddie. No shoes are involved. Never has there ever been anything to do with a shoe. I don't, unless you have a magical shoe, in which case I'd love to see that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We gave it away. I'll have to get back. I'll bring it in for analyzation later.
Thank you. We will have our analysis look at that and yeah, no, it's not okay. Fern, he like turns away from Eddie. He's like, Fern, you seem like the adult. What you have in your hands is very important. Many people have been looking for these for a long time. I don't exaggerate when I say that you are now in possession of something that would change the world, and we need to get that back to a high security facility and locked up. No one should have control of those ever.
Well, I don't want them. Why don't you take them? You just take them.
Fern, if I take them, I can lock them up. But, and he like takes them from your hand and you just vanish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure people care about you, and I wouldn't feel right if we didn't fix this first.
Okay. All right. Well, can I have one back so I can at least be visible?
He puts them in his pocket and does not give them back to you.
Yeah. Am I visible? Hey, Eddie, can you see me?
Where
Eddie,
should go? Yeah.
Eddie, you can't see her. You no longer see anyone in the car but this man, Fern. It's you, the man, the dog, and the car.
So, listen.
So basically, I'm just gone now. Is what you're saying?
But Eddie, you see everyone else but Fern and the dog.
Okay.
And Jezebel.
Okay.
Well, but can you see me? Al, can you see me?
Yes, Fern, I can see you.
So, how do you get me back to like the real world where like everybody's alive and stuff? Because it feels pretty dead over here, on the other side.
Well, that's the big problem. I'm not quite sure where you are. I don't know, and that's what we have to figure out. What do you see? What have you seen when you're there?
Nothing. That's just it. There's nobody. There's no people. Grandmama's not there anymore. I see my dog. My dog's there, but no people. My dog, yeah.
How is your dog involved? And he looks back and he sees Jezebel in the back seat and he's like, odd.
Yeah, I'm here too. Hi.
And he ignores you completely, Eddie.
Yeah, but I can't see Eddie. I can't see Eddie. I can't see anybody. But
You
my
see anything
dogs.
different or weird or strange? Do you remember
Yeah.
anything odd? What exactly?
There was this one time where I was touching the balls and a storm came and it was getting pretty hairy. Lots
Fern,
of
how are you touching the balls when that happened? He seems like really
I don't know. I was just, just grabbing them like, oh, here we go. Big storm, like when you sit out on the porch and you clap when every time there's thunder. And you get real excited for like the storm and stuff.
Were you
Or
doing anything different? Was anyone else present? What happened, Fern? I need to know.
Oh, it was just me. It was just me.
Are you sure? Are you sure it was just you?
100%.
Fern, you've been holding those balls for the last 25 minutes and we have not seen a storm cloud. I need you to be real with me.
Okay, well.
I need to be able to trust you, Fern.
But here's the thing. It was just me, and I think I'm powerful, and no one's acknowledging this. And Eddie thinks I'm a ghost.
I think she has ghost
Eddie
powers.
is, as we discussed, the worst. But Fern, I need you.
I'm here. I can hear you.
Yes, I'm aware, Eddie. He turns back around to Fern. Fern, I need you to be real with me. Is that what happened?
And then I stopped touching him, and it went away.
Was there anything else you noticed? Anything else strange that you saw or did?
I mean, there was someone else there too. When I was touching the balls. One of my friends, and we were I had one, and they had one, and then that's when the storm came.
Okay. Anything else that you saw?
Well, I mean, when we were down in the cave, there were skeletons, and there were actually two other balls as well. They were like orange and yellow, and
I'm sorry.
But they were like a different set of balls.
He pulls the car over. He's like, no, Fern, there are only two balls. There have only ever been two balls. What do you mean 4?
There's more. There's multiple.
That's impossible. No, Fern.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there were multiple. I only have these two, but there were two others that I was touching, and then I just left those alone.
No, that shouldn't be. That's not.
Well, it is.
And he literally opens the car door and steps out for a minute and starts to walk around the car holding his head. Something is definitely wrong. He is very shook by this.
She climbs over to the front seat. Alice, are you okay?
Fern, there are only two. You have to be mistaken. Through all of recorded history, I have done research dating back 2,000 years, and there's only been mention of 2 balls. 4 makes no sense. Why would they hide another 2?
I don't know who that is, and I had no idea that you were over 2,000 years old. Congratulations on your longevity.
Fern, I'm not. No, I read. I'm not too. We have books. We have books.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. No.
I
laugh.
believe.
No. Okay.
I believe there were two others, because when I was with Eddie, I was talking to Eddie, and I was in another dimension where there were no skeletons in the room, and but we were not in possession of the other 2 balls. So these other 2 balls that I found were just completely new.
What did this room look like?
I don't know. It was real empty. It was just because the one, now see here, Al, the room that we went into before had lots of skeletons in it, and then this one was like the same thing but bigger and empty. And it had no skeletons at all.
And this was also in the hole?
Yeah. It was like the same hole, but different room. You know what I mean? It was like a same book, but just different ending.
He like pauses and he gets back in the car and sort of like nudges you out of the way of the driver's seat and starts punching in numbers into his little dashboard computer thing. And it's very like crappy, like you know, a very old system. But the what ends up popping up is a definition and a resource node for time paradoxes. And he starts reading.
You reading right now? You do your researching right now?
I'm always researching, Fern. That's my job.
Okay. Okay. And she just sits back in the seat.
Can I talk yet, or am I still the worst?
You are the worst, Eddie, but you can talk all you want.
So the shoe, right? Okay. Hear me out.
He like sighs, just like sighs, and then like a Star Wars circle, like, and then it opens back up on Clarence and Samantha, who are driving around with Alastair in the Vanagon. And it is very quiet in this car now. It is upsettingly quiet. But still, it's on the same radio station that had Jackson 5, and it's playing like the crazy sound of the 60s and 70s, broadcasting live, right? Like, and so you guys are driving around, and it's playing some sort of soul and or funk song right now, but it is quiet in this car, awkwardly so. Does anyone break the ice, or do you just both stay silent? Damn. Okay, so yeah, no, Clarence is just like, or not Clarence. Alastair is noticing how uncomfortable it is in the car. And he looks over at you, Clarence. It's like, Clarence, my boy, just man up and apologize for your actions.
She'll make it hurt more if I do that.
My good boy, that's what women do. Just apologize.
It's fine. It's not me he has to apologize to. He knows who he has to get right with.
Clarence, do you know who you have to get right with?
Probably Jesus after all this is over with.
He like even Alastair laughs. He's like, oh, my sweet boy. All right. Well, I hope the two of you manage to work out whatever this is, because I think deep down you seem right for each other. And he like shuts up and like looks forward. And,
I laughed really hard. Like
yeah.
really mean.
Poor Clarence. Yeah, so Clarence, have you put the ring back on your finger, or do you just have it in your hand?
I still have it in my hand. I'm gonna put it back on.
Yeah, it definitely, the middle of it is still that weird blue like hue glow that looks active? Like it's still active.
Well then, yeah. While I'm sitting here fidgeting, I'd probably be moving it around, probably moving over that little calculator watch and just see if it does anything, and
Sure, yeah.
Nothing in particular really sticks out of my head other than just kind of filling.
Yeah, you can't see through the actual ring, like the middle of it. Now is that blue sort of like swirly, not vortex, but like a mirror, but a blue hue.
Yeah,
but yeah, you can move it over the calculator. It doesn't do anything to it.
Right. I don't think I have anything else to stick through it, but I guess I would eventually put it back on my finger and see if it does the
It does. It
kind
does
of effect.
You can see your the bones of that finger, and your whole like finger, and part of the top part of your hand lights up like it. You have a flashlight on it.
It's like,
Sure. You want to stick your tongue through it?
I mean, I'll probably like kind of put it in my hand and like kind of turn away and be like,
Sure. You stick your tongue through it, and you definitely feel like a static shock. Like there's something to this. Yeah, you like get a little jolt. But it doesn't do anything like burn your taste buds off or anything. You just it's like you probably shouldn't have licked it, but like okay, lesson learned.
It's like one of those things where you like do it and you go back and do it again later. Like
yeah, just to see. Yeah.
And I'm pretending like I'm not, but I'm interested. I'm like very interested in what's happening.
So, and you notice that Alastair is too. Alastair's everyone is sort of, even though Clarence is woefully unaware, everyone is watching him test this thing.
All right. So pretty much stuff has to pass through it, and then does Clarence comprehend enough to like think this like it conducts energy of some sort, like with the fire that was on it?
Let's find out if that's the case. Clarence, if you would do I feel like this is a comprehend. You're not investigating. This is do a comprehend roll. You just need a 1. Okay. Cool. Great. Yeah, this is definitely conducting something. Electricity or otherwise, it is definitely a force. It's a power of some sort. But it's when you heated it up, it started doing something.
Right. And
want to make it hotter?
No, it's still very nice and cool.
No,
you want to make it hotter? I mean, you can.
I have a lighter and hairspray.
You just get the hairspray and the lighter out in the car, flame through it.
I am completely unsupervised, so I need to entertain myself somehow.
That's true. It's
I have no parental control.
It's your call with the tube you want to do.
Well, I'll also ask Alastair and just be like, is there anything else that you have that I could like mess with this some more?
That I have? I would not give you anything to put in there. Good Lord, who knows what would happen?
I've been over sticking my finger in and I'm just like, look at it like, ooh. I was wanting to like, I don't know, I don't think we have anything else other than the fire to really mess with it and like heat it up. Like I don't think we have anything to cool it down with, or there's no like electric current or anything to run through it.
Cloth maybe.
What?
The cloth maybe is the cloth special. That's still in the bag though.
Oh,
yeah. The bag is by him now, and it's all like locked up.
Yeah, he's got it.
He let you have this ring for a reason, because he knew you took it. So yeah, even he's very interested in what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, I don't really have many ideas right now. I don't have anything.
Sure.
Unless there's something you want me to do and I can make a roll and see if I get it or not.
I don't want you to do anything.
Okay.
I mean, all I have is an earring. I have lipstick. I have hairspray. I have makeup and a lighter.
I guess like I just like take the end of my shirt, so for like some cloth, and stick it through it and see what the cloth does. My shirt catch on fire. Sure,
you stick the cloth through, and it comes out the other side, and nothing appears to happen to it.
Okay.
What if you yell through it?
Just like put it up to my lips, kind of blow through it.
Yeah, you blow through it, and nothing happens.
Okay, so I think Clarence thinks that like it worked with the metal and it worked with fire, and it's like if there's like something like they can conduct that goes through it, maybe it'll do something. But so far, nothing else is. I mean, because our bodies conduct stuff like electricity, electric currents and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else right now. I don't want to waste the time.
Okay.
Can you take the battery?
So do you put it back on? Or? Ooh,
the battery in my watch. Yeah, I could try that. It's probably one of those like round clock batteries.
Yeah, can you get it out of your watch?
It's probably got
You
like
have
a
the
really
screw.
tiny screwdriver. Yeah, I don't think I have it with me. I wouldn't have that. It would be like in the drawer back at the house, my grandma's junk
Might be
drawer.
interesting to test later, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put it back on your finger, and you guys continue driving into the night, driving up and down the streets of your hometown, trying to find Eddie and Fern. Now, Samantha, you have not told them where they are, so they don't know. Clarence, you saw the direction that Eddie ran off to, but none of you have told Alastair so far where he should be looking. But you guys are up and down the street.
I thought about that, but Alistair, the other people that are looking for him, what would they do if they found him before we did?
You remember those men who found you, Clarence? That's what will happen. They're bad people who want to do bad things with these little balls, and I simply cannot allow that to happen.
And at this point, I will kind of turn around the seat and be like, "Those were they were going to kill me."
They were. What happened?
I'll just turn to Alastair. He was probably going towards the school. It's right past Fern's house.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Clarence. Right here. This is what I'm
I don't
talking
want him to
about.
get hurt, okay? It's really scary.
Alastair sort of puts the car into gear and just does like a and goes back down the other way of the street. As he's coming down the street, heading towards the school, heading away from the school, directly on the other side of the road is a black sedan. And the two cars pass, but I want to have all of you roll on this. Let's do.
I know exactly what you're going for.
Let's do a investigate roll from all of you, and if you don't have it, just do a mind. And if any, two. If any of you can get a 3, you'll notice the other people. Does anyone want to roll for that?
I'm gonna re-roll.
I still got 2 left, I think, and we're getting close to the end. Might as well.
It's
Investigate.
Oh my god!
Wow.
All right. Okay. Ken, it's dark.
Mhm.
It is tinted windows. It is driving very, very quickly, but somehow Clarence notices that in the car that just drove by them, in the back seat, is Eddie. He doesn't see Fern, but he sees Eddie in the back seat of the car.
Okay.
Do you say anything to anyone?
We're looking for Fern. Well, yeah, as soon as I see Eddie, I'm just like, "Oh, Alastair, Eddie's in the back of that car."
Alastair turns the car around and starts following the black sedan. And he looks at you and he's like, Clarence, whatever happens next, I'm going to need you to be on my side. I need you to help me, Clarence. In that glove box is a gun. If things happen, I don't expect you to shoot anyone, but I do expect you to protect Samantha.
Ugh. I am not a delicate flower.
Oh no.
I do not need protecting.
I'll take the gun
Will
out
be
and
whoever protects me.
I'll give him the most serious, nerdy man look that I can give him and be like, okay.
And then he looks back at Samantha and he's like, Samantha, God help you. He just keeps driving. And he keeps driving after this car. Eddie, you notice that a car literally U-turned in the middle of the street and started following you guys. Fern, you don't see anything, but you're unaware if Alastair has figured out if this guy's following him as well. Do you say anything?
Hey, okay, I interrupt myself talking about the shoe for a second. I'm like, hey,
Right.
that car just flipped the bitch and is like following us now.
I'm aware. I noticed it too, and I don't know who it is, but they're probably up to no good.
do we act casual or what? Like,
until
Does
we know
Fern
what their
see the
intentions
car?
are. No, Fern, you don't see anything.
Okay.
Remember, he still has the balls in his pocket.
I'm just gonna look real inconspicuous.
Sure.
I think
He keeps driving normally and looking out the rear view and the side windows or mirrors to figure out what this guy behind him is doing. What do you do, Eddie?
can I like peek over the back seat, like through the rear window, and like see if I can see into the windshield
Yes,
of the car behind us?
You look through the windshield of the car behind you, and let's see if you can see past the lights.
Oh, yeah.
Do a mind roll.
Okay.
Nope,
No.
you can't. You're blinded by the lights. However,
Wrapped up like a deuce, another homer in the night.
yeah. Sam, Clarence, you see Eddie peer up
Don't
over
laugh.
the back seat and
Like-
look at you guys. And he is trying to be inconspicuous, but immediately is blinded by the headlights and ducks back down.
See, there he is.
Ooh.
Yeah, did they capture him? You think Fern's in there?
Alistair's like, I don't know who that is, but it appears to be the same type of car that accosted you earlier, so
I don't know who
you
that
need to
is,
be
but he's
careful.
probably the worst.
Yes, I hear he's the worst. Probably the worst.
Yeah.
So Alistair starts to drive. Vanagon Alistair, Clarence and Samantha's Alistair, starts to pick up the speed and get very, very close to the back of the sedan. Eddie and Fern Alistair begins to make sharp turns, trying to avoid this van. And Fern, you are flung around this car. Yes. Yeah.
Help!
And
Take it
Did you
easy,
have a
death
seatbelt
race. You
on?
trying to kill us?
She's like hanging onto the handle right above the window, like.
and the Vanagon follows perfectly just straight behind them. There is no space between. Like you cannot seem to be getting away from this. It is definitely chasing you down. Vanagon Alistair starts to ram into the back of the sedan. Eddie, Fern, you are getting jostled now, but your Alistair does not seem to be phased. He's just trying to get you someplace. You just don't know where.
I think they're trying to do something.
Yeah, they're trying to catch us. Where are we going?
There's a safe house, and if I can get you there, we'll be fine, but we just have to get there.
Okay. All right. Well, can we at least make this like a speed limit chase or something? Because I'm starting to feel a little nauseous back here.
Clarence, Samantha, you are noticing your Alistair is straight up just driving into the back of this other car. Is there anything you do?
He's hitting it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's hitting it. He is smashing into this car.
Hey, our friends are in there. Our friend's in there. I actually don't know who's in there. Eddie's in there.
I know, and I'm trying to save them. If I can get them off the road, I can get your friends out of the car, and we can get out of here.
I hate all grown-ups.
Pull up beside him. I'll shoot the wheels.
Oh, Lord.
Alistair looks at you, Clarence, and he's like, inspiring, friend, but I don't think that's very wise.
Yeah, please don't give him.
I've got this handled. I have this handled. Alistair, in the Vanagon, hits the back of the sedan one more time, and the sedan spins out. And Eddie, Fern, you two are just, and you land in a ditch. But you seem to be fine. The car didn't flip or anything. You just spun out, and this van pulls up alongside it. What do the two of you do?
Jesse, you okay? You okay, girl?
Jezebel is, unbeknownst to Eddie, laying in his lap, just like zonked out from the spin.
Okay. Oh, thank God you're fine. Eddie,
what do we do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Can you? How fast are we going?
You guys are spun out.
We're spun out.
We're spun out.
And Alastair is like face down into the steering wheel at the moment.
Oh my god, he's
He
not
hit his
there.
head somewhere, but I don't know. So you guys have a few seconds to talk.
Check is that like weird instrument panel the whole front?
Yes.
Or is
there's
there
no
like
glove box.
there's no glove box?
It's
Okay.
The whole front it's like literally someone took one of those old Macs with like the green screen thing and just put it in a computer in like the dashboard, but it's a huge computer thing, so it is large.
Can you see who's in the other car?
No, I didn't see.
Didn't see.
No, it was too bright. I was blinded by the lights.
I'm just gonna start pressing buttons.
Oh
no! Do anything? I'm just gonna press this.
I can't see her doing this, right? She's invisible.
Yeah, she's invisible. You start pressing the buttons, and you start to hear static come through, and it definitely sounds like you have called someone. Meanwhile, Eddie, you hear like a brrring, brrring. Fern, you hear that's all you hear. And Eddie, a voice comes on. It's like, "Hello, this is Amelia Ward. Who may I ask is calling?"
Hi, my name is Alastair Wolf.
As he's doing this, Fern
yeah.
reaches into Alastair's pocket and pulls out the balls.
Sure. You pull out the balls and you just like pop back in, and you pop in front of Eddie, who is talking to someone. He's like, Alastair, and yeah. Do you do anything when she shows up, Eddie? Do you say anything to Fern?
You're back. You grabbed his balls.
Yes.
Excuse me. Who's Alastair? Who's grabbing what now?
Sorry, we're dying. And I start mashing all the buttons on the console to try and hang up.
We could have called for help, you idiot.
No, we don't know who these people.
The woman on the other line, you can barely make out what she's saying as you cut her off, but she definitely recognizes that you are not Alastair, and she is saying something about sending backup. But it cuts off as you mash it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Maybe.
Hey, buddy, wake up! Fern like grabs his head. Hey.
He is still knocked out. He hit his head. He's knocked out. Nothing. He's knocked out.
Hey.
This guy's
She
done.
lets go
He's
of his
done.
head. He goes right on the steering wheel.
Onto the horn.
Yeah, and then it goes meh, and so now the horn is in the background, and it's meh, and as you do that, you see someone step in front of the car, into the headlights, and it is an older British gentleman in sort of a tweed jacket, and he is pointing a gun at the car.
Fern sees if she can like wrestle a foot into the accelerator and just slams on the accelerator of the car.
Sure. You try to do so, but the car just spins out. Like the back wheels just spin in the dirt. You guys are off the road now.
Shit.
The man looks at you and he's like, "Nice try, whoever you are, but you're done. Now come out with your hands up and give me the children."
Okay. God, I hope this works. So can I roll down the window on the driver's side? Is it manual or is it automatic? Yeah, okay.
I roll down the window. Have to do
I crank down the window and
it slowly comes down.
I pick up Alastair's head and sort of like move his head out the window. So he's like leaning out the window. Right? And I'm going to be like, "You're going to have to make me." And I sort of like shake his head around.
As you do this, the man in front of you walks up to that side of the window and squats down and just looks inside of the two of you.
I sort of turn the head. I'm like, they're not here. Go away. I don't. Why are you following me?
Edward, I must say,
I don't know who that is.
And he like turns around and like opens the back seat or like the back door and sort of just drags you out.
Fern
He's
puts
like,
the balls in her pocket.
Sure. He looks back at you, Fern, and you're just gone. He's like, Fern, we do not have time for this. I'm here to help you, but you need to come with me. And he like is holding Eddie like in the death grip almost. Like Eddie, you cannot
let me
move.
roll for that.
Nope, he grabs you. You cannot escape. He has you.
How do we know that's what the other guy said?
This man right here. I don't know this man right here.
Yeah.
What did he say to you, Fern?
He said exactly what you're saying.
Which is what exactly?
Well, you gotta trust me. You gotta trust me. I'll get you some coke if you just trust me.
I would never offer you coke. Don't, Fern. You're a child. Who would offer you coke?
No, that was my end of the bargain, buddy. You're misunderstanding me. This guy, I trusted him, and he ran us off the road. That's what you're gonna do.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to help you, Fern. I represent a group of like-minded individuals, and we are trying to secure the balls that you have to prevent them from being used.
You've been doing research on this for like 2,000 years or something. Is that
2,000
right?
years? What do you mean? No, Fern. These are not what?
Listen, you ran Alastair off the road. All right. Why? What did he ever do to you? Why is everybody trying to kill each other?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know who this person is, but I guarantee that I'm not trying to kill anyone. If I wanted him dead, I would have shot him dead. I need you to come with me.
Well, who are you?
I am Alastair Wolf. I've told you this before when I met you earlier, Eddie.
No, that guy was... Whoa, yeah.
I think this guy has clones.
Well, how many of you are there?
I have no clones.
Are you aware that this man that was driving this pilot in this vehicle is also named Alastair Wolf? Or at least that's what he told us.
That's impossible, Fern. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say.
Check his wallet.
I don't think he has a wallet.
The man goes over to him and looks in his pants, and he pulls out a wallet, but there's nothing but cash inside. He's like, I don't know what game
we should probably keep the cash just for safe.
Yeah, just in case.
Alistair looks at him and he's like, you're absolutely right. And he puts it in his pocket.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Look, Fern, I know you have no reason to trust me, but I need your help. Please, I need the four of you to get to my car. I'll explain everything once you're together. Please.
Can we bring this guy?
No, we cannot bring this guy.
I want to bring this guy.
We can't just leave him here, dude.
Yeah.
We have to leave him here. We don't know who he is. We don't know who his people are.
I know.
We don't know who you are. He said the same exact thing. You have to realize how confusing this is to meet two different people named Alastair Wolf who claim they want the same thing. Now they're just trying to get us to safety.
But only one has your friends. And he looks back at the car and he's like, Clarence, Samantha. And yeah, if you guys want to come out, the car door's open. You can leave whenever you want. Or you can stay in the car.
I'm gonna come out.
Yeah, I'll step out.
I have to put my nose and everything.
Yeah, the two of you see Clarence and Samantha step out of the car. All four of you are finally back together. What do you do?
I'm gonna run up to Fern.
Are y'all clones?
No, we're the real thing.
Okay. This gentleman here says that he is also Alastair Wolf, and the person that was just driving our car that we were in is also Alastair Wolf. Coincidence? I don't know.
Did he mention the time when he threatened me with a gun and shot at me? He didn't mention that? It's weird he didn't mention that part of it.
No.
You shot at her? What the hell, dude?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty untrustworthy.
Hold on. First off, she was being a Samantha. It was rather rude. I could not handle it, and I don't have children myself. I don't know how to act. I needed her to calm down and stop. So first
That's
off,
not how you
have
calm
to
down a
forgive
child
me.
with a gun.
She's old enough to know what she's doing, and what she was doing was helping Eddie escape, apparently. So don't come at me, miss. I'm trying my hardest to help you. If you four would give me just 5 minutes of your time, I'm sure that we could work something out, and you could help me get these balls to safety, and I could get you back to reality.
You got 5 minutes.
Do it. Fine. 5 minutes.
Fern, what has happened to you? I believe to be some sort of interdimensional time-shifting paradox. I'm not quite sure yet, but I am researching. Apparently, in the 1950s, scientists were working on some sort of experiment that could help our troops. Whatever it was, it resulted in these 2 balls. And I think you stumbled upon the result of it. I don't know why or how, but you did. And I need you to know that whatever happened, the same fate of all those who died before experimenting on it will happen to you. You need to trust me.
Okay. Well, I guess I really don't have any other option, do I? Because this guy's probably dead.
As you turn around to look back, he is definitely still knocked out. But he doesn't, I mean, he's lightly breathing, but he's not dead.
Damn. Sam, what do I do? I don't know how. Well, what do we want me to do with these?
We need to. I think we need to return to my base. We need to consult the others who are with me, and we need to figure out what we can do to bring you back before we dispose of those forever.
That's not what the other guy said.
What did the other guy say?
He wanted to just keep us away from everybody else. Like, I don't know how we can trust you when the other guy was saying the exact same thing, just without the wonky accent.
Well, I don't know why he would tell you the exact same thing. That doesn't seem to make any sense.
Yeah. And then we called somebody and she was like, "Hey, we're sending backup." So that probably means that there's somebody they're probably sending police.
Yeah, it's
why didn't you say that? Why didn't you? He like jumps back in the car and he's like, "Get in, we have to go right now."
Clarence gets back in.
Can we bring my dog?
Yes, get in. There's plenty of room. You must get in.
Let's get in the car, Fern. Let's just go.
Okay. Shoot. Hope that guy's okay. All right.
She's visible right now, right? We can see her.
Yeah, she's holding the balls.
She's
okay. Balls. All right. I'm gonna lean in to Fern and be like, "Don't worry. We'll make sure nothing happens to you, okay?"
Okay.
And we'll get in the car.
Sure. You guys get in the car and you drive off into the night. As you do, over the trees come helicopter lights and spotlights as they come in around the car, and several other black sedans pull up next to the sedan that is sort of spun out on the road. And as several other people in suits walk up to the man who is he has like maybe a little bit of blood on his forehead, but he wakes up and they sort of shake him awake. And he looks at them and they're like, "Well, do you have the kids? What's going on, man?" He's like, "I don't know. We were hit by a van and I was just trying to get into the safe house. I don't know who took them. And the woman who was with them looks down at the peeled out tire treads and looks back up, and she's like, I think I know who did. And they all look at each other, and the man who was driving you turns and looks into his computer and starts punching in a name, but it does not start with an A. And then we cut to black.
Dun, dun,
Oh my
dun.
God.
We went with the
Fake
wrong
name.
Alistair. Oh.
And so that's where we'll end today. But we will definitely be back with more nonsense. Yeah. With that said, let's go around and find out what everyone's been doing or will be doing this week. Before we see for some more oddballs. Ken, what's happening with you this week? What's going on?
Oh man, the same old same stuff. Making them YouTube videos. I got me a backwards compatible PS3, but I've still been going back and playing a lot of the classics lately on stream.
Hell yeah.
3 Resident Evils, heck yeah. And I think I'm gonna play some Legend of Dragoon today. But anyway, yeah.
Nice.
Solid
Check that
choice.
out.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see you guys maybe next week if we're back next week. I'm ready.
I guess. I hope so. Morgan, what's happening with you?
I think I'm gonna have the same story a lot. I'm working at Bonfire Studios. We're an independent video game startup, and we are hiring Bonfire Studios /careers. We're looking for artists and engineers right now, so check us out.
Awesome. You should check them out. Get in on that. I imagine good things will happen. Octopimp, what's going on with you, my dude?
Anime Expo. That's happening.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. So look for me. I'll be there on Saturday. And I don't know, just the same old, pretty much. So
cool. Yeah, we have to finish our Star Wars or Star Trek thing. Why do I keep calling it Star Wars?
We crabsolutely do. Like for real.
God, that game is not fun.
No, it is. It's the combat that sucks. The combat sucks. Everything else is great.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And Elspeth, what's going on with you this week?
Lots of Mario Tennis. That is all I have been playing is Mario Tennis. My life is Mario Tennis. Even when I was on my trip, I was playing tennis on the plane. So that's a very addictive game, and I that's all I've been doing is just streaming Mario Tennis.
Can I
I'm gonna officially change my name to Mario Tennis at some point.
I wanted to say my favorite thing about joining your stream randomly the other week is when I came in, you were like beating this other player, and as soon as I joined, the first thing I hear you scream was, "Eat my entire ass! Eat my whole ass!" And I was like, "Wow, she's way into this."
So we do get a bit colorful during the Mario Tennis streams, but that is what I'm playing today, and probably tomorrow, and probably the next day after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an adventure. It's a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Called out. Yeah, and I guess this week we're doing some more Monster Prom on the channel with Octo as the narrator because he's the best. And God, we just all bunch of other stuff is happening. More Detroit. I'm still not done. I keep thinking I'm gonna be done with this game, and it keeps going. I don't know. I have to be almost done. Done. So far, everyone's alive, though. I'm feeling I have people I didn't even know were characters still alive. I'm ready. I'm having a good old time. So, yeah, that's that. And more oddballs, hopefully, very, very soon. Who knows? Who's telling the truth and who's real? But I guess we'll find out. Next time. So that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.